Hi guys, Nick here. I just wanted to say thanks for listening to my interview on the university podcast. I really appreciate it that you listened. I really appreciate that you clicked through and actually got the bonuses and are serious about becoming more self-aware, taking action. And I have a little tool that I want to introduce you to today that has helped me a lot become more self-aware, and particular in the field of career, business, money, so where I want to go with my life. And that tool is called the Eulerian Destiny. It's a complicated name, and basically all it is, and I'm attaching a graphic, a pre-created, a little graphic that I created, a template that you can fill out, sort of a worksheet. There will be a download link on the bonus page where you got all the other bonuses and where this video also is. Should be below. And you can download that and just fill in the worksheet and then figure out a whole damn lot about yourself. And basically, what is it? Eulerian Destiny. It's one of Tai Lopez's 67 steps. I did the program about 1.5 years ago. And the way it works is that you create 4 circles, and basically they're supposed to overlap. So 4 circles, each overlapping with one another, so they all intersect in the middle, and you have this little area in the middle that intersects and is part of all 4 circles. Then you write questions next to those circles, and there are 4 questions, and the 4 questions are very simply, what did you grow up around? Meaning, what was the environment like when you were a kid? Were there a lot of books? Was there a lot of TV watching? Was there a lot of radio listening, dancing, singing? What did you grow up around? So as a kid, what was your environment like? Do you come from a family where everybody went to university? Do you come from a family where nobody went to university? All things that come from that, like what happened in your childhood, what was going on there. The second question is, what do strangers compliment you on? And that goes next to the second circle. So when you meet people and you get to know someone and you don't know them for a long time, what do they compliment you on? So that's usually something that stands out, where you stand out from the crowd, and that's clearly or almost immediately visible to others. It might be your smile, it might be the way you laugh, it might be that you're a funny guy, that you make jokes all the time, it might be that you're very knowledgeable, it might be that you're very honest, it might be that you're very caring and helpful to people even though you don't know them well, things like that. So what do strangers compliment you on? The third question that goes next to the third circle is, what did you do over the last 10 years? So what have you been doing for the last 10 years? What have you spent your time on? And even if you're still young and the last 10 years were spent mostly in school, then that's still something that you did. So you learned a lot, you read books, you wrote essays, you took notes, you maybe had a side job where you worked at a store that sells tennis gear. I don't know what it is, but what did you do over the last 10 years? Because that experience, yeah, you have to take into account. And then the last and fourth question is, what can you talk about effortlessly on a Saturday night? So basically, if you had a whole bunch of friends over and you would just sit around having dinner, eating, what is a topic that you can talk about effortlessly for hours on end, no problem? Is it entrepreneurship? Is it sports? Is it cars? Is it nutrition? Whatever it is, write it down, come up with a bunch of topics, and then look at that whole piece of paper with all the little notes that you made, and try to find things that intersect, either that you've put into multiple circles, and just try to find out where do they all intersect. And just doing this exercise will tell you so much about yourself. It's insane. I've learned so much about myself from doing that, and just sitting down I did it with a friend, so we both had these, and we both helped each other fill in the blanks, and that was huge. So I learned a whole lot from this. I learned that I do very well with computers and with technology, and that I should probably be doing something in that space. I learned that I love English a lot more than German, which is my mother language, and English is just my second language. So that I should probably do something where I speak and write and talk in English a lot. I learned that I love cars, so that might be something down the line. I learned that I love helping people. I learned that I love books and reading and just learning more. So I learned so many things about that, and that has helped me pick a career path and just figure out what to do next so much. That's been a great exercise, and I can highly, highly recommend it to anyone. And if you like the exercise, and you can also check out Tai Lopez's program. It's a little sad. Some people call it a scam now. It's called the 67 Steps. I did it. It cost me a $5 flat fee, and it was totally worth it. I went through all 67 lessons and learned a whole lot. Sadly, I hear that now it's gotten a lot more complicated, and you have to pay a monthly fee, and then you can cancel it. And so there are some issues apparently with it. But just take a look, check it out, and judge that for yourself. I don't want to judge that. So far, I've learned a lot from the guy, and I can't complain. And this is one of the lessons. So that's where it comes from. It's helped me a whole lot. I highly recommend you do it. So, and downloading the template, it's as easy as that. You don't even have to draw it. I drew it on paper, everything, and it looked pretty crappy. So I redid it real quick. So it looks nice. So jot that down, and yeah, have fun becoming more self-aware, getting to know yourself better, and realigning your life in the process so you can double down on what works for you and live a life that's aligned with who you are. Have fun doing the exercise, and thanks again for listening to the University Podcast. I really appreciate it, and talk to you soon.